23 two-sentence horror stories written by commenters, narrated by Remy Militello. Before we begin, I wanted to say I was really happy with the number of people who posted their own stories in the comments, and I hope to make this a regular feature on my channel. So please keep them coming, and I would be delighted to keep doing more of these. The authors who contributed these stories will appear on screen during the reading, and as a quick side note, I did perform some light editing on a few of them, so if they are slightly different than you remember, that would be why. And without further ado, let's begin. I never thought that I would ever have to bury a friend. An alive one at that. Police were shocked and disturbed when they saw the bodies of 200 cult members who just committed suicide as part of a ritual. It got even stranger when everyone at the scene started to get the uncontrollable urge to join the ritual. They were wrong. I could drown my demons. I just wish they hadn't possessed my kids. I thought I saw a monster in the darkness, so I ran from my bed to turn on the lights. But with the lights on, I could only see the smiling man with the axe better. He's going through rigor mortis, the doctor said as they began to zip the body bag. You can imagine the looks on their faces when I began to move on my own. I went to the doctor with headaches and a bizarre buzzing in my ear, so I used his scope to examine it. When he pulled the scope out, the tip was sticky and smelled oddly like honey. People say when you're in darkness, the scariest thing is knowing something is there, but not being able to see it. I think it's much scarier when you can see something perfectly, but don't know whether it's really there. A yank, a pop, a sudden release, and I quietly gave a sigh. Up to the clouds went my parachute, and down to the ground went I. I finally got to install my new security camera doorbell this evening, and hooked it right up to my cell phone. It's now 2 a.m., and why did I see myself maniacally grinning and waving right into the camera? I've had sleep paralysis for weeks. A demon visits me every night, but the internet assured me this wasn't unusual. But then, last night, it spoke to me. This is the last night of softening you up with my venom. Then it's dinner time. I looked in the old mirror I was told not to. The next thing I saw was myself in the mirror and my reflection outside of it standing with a hammer. Tick-tock, tick-tock, went the clock as I went in with a knife opening the lock. I just can't tell anyone how much hard work is behind becoming a successful supermodel, especially because killing my twin sister and taking her place was really the hardest part for me. I kept hearing strange noises. The part that makes me worry is that I'm deaf. Did you know you can remove 142 bones from someone without them dying? That's my record anyway. Please keep dogs off the beach. The creature's lures look just like sticks, and the cleanup when they get a bite is, messy. Honey, what's wrong? Excuse me? Do I know you? There are 7 ways to kill a vampire, but if you're careful, you can live an eternal life, like me. My guests love eating at my restaurant. At least those who aren't on the menu. Everyone who ever loved you has died. Your mother is hosting the funeral. That night, the young girl wished for everything she believed in to be real. The next morning, all that remained of her was a bloody trail to her closet. The spelunker crawled ineffectively against the wet cave walls, but that tickling sensation as he probed and scrabbled against my stomach was almost as delightful as swallowing him whole to begin with. When the man with the knife started running at me, I was terrified. But I was more frightened when I saw the thing that was chasing him. Thank you for joining me for 23 two-sentence horror stories submitted by commenters and read by Remy Militello. Please submit your own down in the comments below, and I would be more than happy to read them. Stay safe and stay spooky.